is always when you chase a trophy, when you get a chance to extend your season. So it's that time of year. We're excited to have the opportunity.
Like, we've been talking about it since June, showing up, winning the day, focusing on the Monday through Thursday so we can take care of Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Zach, what does playing in front of your home crowd mean, and being able to play for a championship once again here, as you were able to do a couple years ago?
I mean, we're just so fortunate to have the fans that we have. Doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, postseason. Like, this place is sold out. The energy that they bring into the building gives us, and just knowing that we have their full support, it's huge and kind of eases our mind when it comes to these big games.
This is for both of you guys. Can you speak to what the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament? I know you have a championship game to play here, but what does that mean to both of you guys in your final years of playing college hockey?
I'll start. I mean, when we first heard about it, there's a little bit of a sigh of relief, and we are grateful for this opportunity, but at the same time, like, we have a game tomorrow that we need to take care of. When we got here in June, we had 3 things in mind. Obtain the McNaughton, obtain the Mason, and then the national championship. So, we got the first one out of the way, so now it's time to go out and do the second one.
Yeah, and just like Crash said, we've been splitting it up into 3 seasons, and the first goal was to win the McNaughton. Now it's the Mason Cup, and yeah, we're fortunate, and it's very special to get that bid into the tournament. But yeah, right now all we're focused on is Friday.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Any questions for Luke Strand here, head coach?
Coach, the way that you guys get out of your own zone, especially in the second half of the season here, has been so efficient. In your mind, what's been the difference between the first half and the second half defensively?
The guys have just done a good job. I think they played predictable. They support one another. Their work back to come back to our zone is, it usually gets you out. We're fortunate enough to get a lot of D-zone stops and then get exits. We've been choosy. Like, the guys have done a good job between retrieval and a scrum and making decisions that equal out. And to the forwards' credit, just their routing. Everything's improved a little bit. I think as teams days have gone by, but so has our roster. I think the guys have improved from day one so much that it leads to stringing up and down the rink in succession that way.
And to that point, too, the depth of the roster has been obvious here as well, especially in the forward side of things. Do you feel like you can count on lines 1 through 4 on any given night to get it done?
Yeah, it's been as a coach, it's one of the beauties of the depth. In sharing scoring, it's not always about scoring, but it's about eating minutes and making sure that guys are set up for their next successful play. And I think the amount of minutes, if you look at our 1 through 4, is eerily even, especially 5-on-5 hockey. So we got a group of killers that really aren't on the power play. We got a power play group that really don't kill. And so that dispersal of ice time has been really powerful. I think it definitely creates an internal competition during the week, because when the power play goes against our penalty kill, it's blood in the water and vice versa. So it just keeps improving each other.
Hey guys, I don't want to take up too much time. I know there's other people on there and we've all talked, but I'd love for Luke and Mason and Zach, for you guys to kind of share your thoughts on Alex Tracy, and not necessarily the hockey player, but like, what's this guy all about? What makes him tick? And maybe if you have a funny story about him or something unique throughout the year, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I'll take the step on this one. He's my roommate, so I spend a lot of time with him.
Perfect.
Yeah, unbelievable kid. He's constantly putting everybody before himself, deflecting all the credit. Just a very special person, all around, at the rink, at the house. Just an unbelievable kid.
Yeah, no, building off that, he doesn't have a letter, but he's probably the biggest leader on our team. Everybody rallies behind him. I mean, there's instances in the past where he's apologized for a game or two, and we're like, no, like, that's not your fault whatsoever. And that kind of speaks to his character. Like, I mean, you look at his resume, yeah, the stats are insane, but like, the person behind that's even better.
Yeah, you guys have hit it a lot, but fortunate enough to coach him in junior hockey. We won a championship together. The growth that he's shown as an individual growing up, man, you know, he's a family first guy. He's got young siblings. He's going back to coach the league in the summer with his brother. He's racing back to get here to be training. Doesn't miss a beat. I know his connection with his billet family is still so high. Just everything that he does is crazy consistent, but his routine and his the way he treats people is exactly the same. There would never guess if he's talking to President Inch or Mark, who cleans our building. You would never guess a comment or a relationship difference. So he's a star of a human.
Thank you, guys. Any more questions out there for any of our? We got one more out here from Commissioner Lucian.
This is really for all three of you. Last year, you were on the ice when the McNaughton Cup was presented up in Bemidji. You had a very difficult loss in the semifinals right at the end of the game. And just from all your perspective, I mean, with all the winning that's happened with the program over the years, especially with the two seniors, how much did that drive you from last spring to where you are today?
Yeah, no, I think that was huge. I mean, I've been fortunate enough that, through the past 4 years to play in these games. And, just the heartbreaking ending that we had last year. It was tough. One single bounce just changed our season, ended our season actually. So just coming back this year and, leadership-wise, you have to let guys know that you don't know how many opportunities you're going to have at this thing. Whether you're a freshman or a senior, this is my last shot at this, and it goes by quick. So, yeah, I would say just the way that game finished and, the team that we had, and we knew that we had more in the tank. So, yeah, we're just trying to take full advantage of our opportunity right now.
Yeah, and kind of taking off of Kraj there, there's just been so much legwork here in the program before, I was here, and so you kind of feel like that standard and that bar and that expectation's been set for us. And so when that was taken out of our building, that was, that picture saved in that back of our minds. And I think the guys handled it really well coming in June. And for the new guys that were coming in, just setting the bar for them and, constantly pushing to each other to get those things back in our building.
Yeah, the McNaughton Cup in Bemidji was, that was for me just a burner because, it was on display here like it was part of the landscape, I guess. And then, we were in the Mason Cup when you can break that out of your brain. We had a really good game going, and before you know it, a couple of weird bounces up a tech, and you're out, and the season's over. And to look those seniors in the eye a year ago as a coach, it stunk. It was the worst feeling to even think about the idea we let them down, that they didn't end the way they deserved to. So this group has done a remarkable job, I think, and Krause, you hit it on the head with, it doesn't matter what year, you don't know what opportunity you're going to get next, and you better take full opportunity and advantage of those because this group is going to be together this year and this year only, and it's the last time we've had conversations where it's the last time you sit in the room with others. So I think that part has made this group really actually pretty special.